What's up, guys? Welcome to Sports Talk 101. And in today's video, we'll do some more preview. But today, we look at some more college football. Today, we are looking at USC. Look, folks, I've done a lot of preview predictions for college football. Go check them out. I am making my way to the Big Ten. And I will do the Big 12 and the SEC. Okay, there's two conferences left. I'm hoping to get to the Big Ten hopefully by the end of next week. I should be done with the Big Ten. Maybe by hopefully by July 20th, 23rd. I should be entering finish the Big Ten and the Big 12, and make my way to the SEC around beginning of August, so I can segue into the season. Media days are coming up. I start next week, so when I will cover media days when media days start. Okay, let's see where we are. USC, newest member of the Big Ten. They have the 5th best odds actually right now to win the Big Ten at plus 22,000 to pay you a look at. Look, I love USC. They're okay. Everybody knows this about USC, okay? How I feel about USC. Look, those know how I feel. Look, there's this good team, okay? The good team, the Pac-12. This still a good team. Is that I like the offense, USC. Okay, that offense. And Lincoln Riley, if you don't know anybody Riley, he's awesome, great offense, and a Heisman winning quarterback. That's it. That's all I know about Lincoln. Now, the question for me for USC and next year was defense. I'll talk about that in a second. But offensively, they do lose some guys offensively. They're bringing Miller Moss, the new quarterback. Caleb Williams off the NFL. Will he be good? We know how Lincoln Riley does for this quarterback. He knows he might be a winner because he always develops a really good quarterback. Who ends up winning the Heisman. So with Caleb Williams. So I really think this offense next year for USC is going to be good. I have no questions about the offense. I know it's going to be good offense, one of the best offense now. The question for USC heading to 2024, especially not joining a new conference, is this: the defense. Until I see a Lincoln Riley defense on Saturday, they make a new coordinator. I get that. I know they get a new coordinator. Maybe it's really good to go. I won't know until I see it Lincoln Riley on Saturday. Okay, and look, on Saturday I want to sit down and watch the game to actual Lincoln Riley defense that's not allergic to tackling. I want to see a team that can tackle. And I want to see a team that look that defense is allergic to tackling. And until I see on Saturday Lincoln Riley defense, I'm still going to question his defense. The other thing we're going to question USC. One thing USC is going to realize when they head to the Big Ten is line of scrimmage. This team is not prepared. Look, you have to face Oregon, Utah, one of the two best teams, maybe Oregon State, but especially Utah and Oregon had really one of the two best line of scrimmage in all Pac-12. Well, Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State, all three of them have really good line of scrimmage. Oh, Oregon! Your buddy from Pac-12, yeah, their line of scrimmage. You're still, I don't think you play them this year, but you do keep that in mind. That's the level. I look at the schedule for USC, and I'm like, good Lord. Good Lord. This team, USC, good luck in 2024. Because you could play two teams that have really good line of scrimmage in Penn State and Michigan. You can face the big boys. And Michigan's like Utah in a sense where they're really good line of scrimmage, they're heavy, really good offense, really good defense, and power through. 85 season for USC. Not the greatest season, but a decent season for USC. Of course, missing the playoffs. I look at the schedule for 2024, and I just don't know if this team is going to be great in 2024. But they went 85 last year. And last year was a pretty good season. Caleb Williams, winning Heisman. Not Heisman, like Heisman winning quarterback. They had a pretty decent season last year. I know Williams had almost a pretty good offense. That was good. Good Caleb Williams now. But to me, is the defense. We'll talk about the second. Odds. And I look at the win total. And I look at this, I'm like, this is, I think it fits USC perfectly. The win total, I'm about to tell you a second the win total, but I'm going to tell you right now. When I look at this, right before I said this video, before I said this video, I said how to do this video, I look at the schedule. What the odds are at winning the conference, what else over under. I look at recruiting. I look at 24/7 how they do in transfer portal as well as recruiting. I look at returning products. I look at last year's schedule. I look at who they lost, who they lose to. Look, they lost a few players offensively, defensively to draft. We're gonna talk about that in a second. Some guys to the portal. We talk about that when we get to the how to do it. Look, this is also good teams that recruits. The USC is a really good recruiting team. Let's see here. But this is how I sit down the video, and then I start recording, and it's one thing to USC. Okay, 10-2. Let's talk about USC. Let's say USC could go 8-4. Where would the 4 losses be? Where the 8 wins be? Okay, go 10-2. Okay, where the 2 losses be? That kind of situation. The over under right now according to DraftKings is 7. USC. I was looking at the rankings. I was looking at the rankings. Doc from 24 Sports that ranks basically the returning products production for most teams. Okay, and in the Power 5, let's see here. USC was actually close to the bottom. They were behind. Yeah, that's really close to the bottom. Yeah, 9 production. They're above. They're tied for 62nd. They're tied with Tennessee. They have 9 players with production players, 2 of the special teams, so kicker punter, 3 offensive players, and 4 defensive players. According back. I look at recruiting, and they are a pretty good recruiting class. Let's see, look at the recruiting class for 2024. They finished 17th, top 20, and 19th in the transfer portal. They bring in 14 guys. There was mostly the 4 stars and 3 stars there. Any big names stand out? No really big names. Again, I don't follow much recruiting and it needs to, but an 8 led up 10. I know the big was it Jaden Walker, the linebacker, has some big name. I don't think he was a big name. Oh, this is the one. Hayden Schrader. He was 90th in his position, but 4th in his state from Enwood, Colorado, offensive tackle, 3-star. Over to and then Jason Zanamendala from Clearwater, Florida, Ted Lyman. He's 4-star. Nationally ranked 4th, 46th nationally ranked. Number 1 in his position and number 9th in the state, so pretty good there. I don't know about him, but he's 6'3", weighs 285. Pretty good versus line, especially when you line up there. In the transfer portal, who they pick up in the transfer portal? They pick up Charlie Ross, wide receiver from San Jose State. Gavin Meyer, defensive lineman for Wyoming. Michael Lance, kicker from Georgia Southern. Jay Fair, wide receiver Auburn. Kyler Ford, wide receiver USLA. Rudy Vance Jr., corner from Florida State. Jaden Mahava, quarterback from UNLV. Isaiah Wakes, defensive lineman from Texas A&M. Jaden Rickson, the wide receiver, stays at USC. John Humphrey, corner from USLA. Kamari Ramsey, safety from USLA. Woody Moss, running back from Mississippi State. D. Carlos Nicholson, corner from Mississippi State. Achille Arnold, safety from Oregon State. Easton Macarinas Arnold, linebacker from Oregon State. What name? Easton Macarinas. Mascarinas Arnold. Wow. Nick Gifton, defensive lineman from Vanderbilt. And Hank Pepper, long snapper from Michigan State. Alright, here we go. I'm going to put up a schedule in a second. 1 second, take for these. And I'll look at the schedule. And I'm going to tell you right now, good luck USC 2024. Here we go. Here's the schedule. We'll go game by game. Then we'll win, lose a game. They saw week 1, neutral site game at LSU. Look, this could be a really good game. I think it's in Vegas. Neutral site game. Look, both teams are pretty good. Okay, look, both have really good offense next year. And they have 2 new quarterbacks. Gus Meyer is a pretty good quarterback for LSU. Okay, I'll talk about LSU when we get to LSU, but I do like Gus Malzahn. He's gonna be a good quarterback. He can run the ball. I know he's got a little decent in the arm. We'll see how it does. But the defense between the two, I'm curious to see how the defense does here. But this is a 50-50 game. Look at USC could lose this game. You can also win this game. Then you come home against Utah State, and have first bye week. Your first bye week is perfect timing because you go on the road and face one of the Big Ten teams, one of the best Big Ten teams, and a team that has similar line scrimmage as Utah and Michigan Wolverines. And Michigan, prior to this game, Michigan's first 3 games season, and I did Michigan previous season, but it is they play Fresno State, then Texas, then Arkansas State before hosting USC. So they have one big non-con game before heading to USC. But you get bye week before the Michigan game, which is nice. But it's on the road. We'll be talking about that game. Then home against Wisconsin, on the road against Minnesota. Then you face up on the road another team that's very similar to Michigan, Penn State. This is home game, but you play Penn State. On the road at Maryland, home against Rutgers, on the road Washington, second bye week. Come off your second bye week to get Nebraska at home, on the road at USC, and home against Notre Dame. USC, I don't know what's going to happen to USC in 2024, but this is teams that are not going to do well. Are they take a step back? Maybe. I just don't know. Okay, I'm going to put the win total right here in a second so you can see. The over-under is 7. Look, I like LSU. They're a pretty good team, but I'm going to give you the win. I think you'll beat LSU. Could you lose LSU? No. Yeah, you could. I think USC is going to kick off the season with a big win. I think this is going to be a signature win for Lincoln Riley. You get soft, really red hot. You're 1-0. Then you get 2-0. 2-0 basically handing your first bye week. Coming first bye week, good luck. You got to face Michigan. I did Michigan prediction. I had Michigan beat you. It's on the road in Michigan. Michigan's the better team. Okay? You guys be on the dog. It's on the road in a really tough environment. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a hostile environment. It's a 3:30 game on CBS, apparently. And excuse me. 2, Michigan's really good line of scrimmage. One of the best line of scrimmage. And that defense is no joke. That defense, Michigan, and the offense. Good luck playing the Michigan defense because that defense is legit no joke. Then you come home against Wisconsin. Now, I like what Luke Fickle's doing in Wisconsin. He did a good job at Cincinnati. Almost beat Georgia 1 year before he made playoffs. Led Cincinnati to the playoffs. He's doing a good job with Wisconsin. I think you'll take it out here. You're not going to beat Wisconsin. This is the better team. Then you go on the road to Minnesota. Well, I'll tell you right now, next few games is a little easy, but you get the win against Minnesota. It's Minnesota. It's on the road. I like PC Flag. Look, could PC Flag get a signature win against USC? Yes. One thing about PC Flag I like about PC Flag in Minnesota is, I will address it, he has some signature win, but he's also, look, at times you can see Minnesota beat a team, really good team like USC. I know they did a couple years ago. They did really one of the best teams in the country, and they would beat them at home. Be prepared for that. You could lose this game because Minnesota has the trend of being really good teams, but it hasn't happened in the last few years. But it's not an occasion. That's what I mean. That's what I say. Come home against Penn State. Good luck. Everything you said about Michigan, you can say about Penn State. Really good defense, really good line of scrimmage, really good offense. I like James Franklin. I think you're gonna get the loss there. You run out 3 losses. Then you face up Maryland on the road. Now, I like Mike Lockley at Maryland. He's that team in Maryland team. I like Maryland. A little higher on Maryland. And look, the last few years I've thought Maryland's gonna be one of the big teams. With the Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State. They were bound to do it. And at some point, Maryland's gonna do it. Maryland at some point is gonna be either Michigan, Penn State, and Ohio State. Wait for it. There'll be a day where they're gonna be one of those 3 teams. But go on the road, come off a Penn State loss. This is where I have a little hesitancy because you do beat Minnesota in between game. Now, Minnesota could be a trap game. And the reason why I'm saying Minnesota could be a trap game is because it's right between the Wisconsin and Penn State game. You could lose those 4 games in a row. But you go on the road in Maryland, I just don't know. It's right before the Rutgers game. You're playing really good. Motion loss. Got to turn around, go back on the road. I think you get the win in Maryland. But you go back on the road. You come off a really emotional loss. You take on Rutgers for the weekend. That's a win there. Actually, no, I'll take mine. Lose to Maryland. You're losing to Maryland. That's not you beat Maryland. I think you could turn. You gotta go back on the road. And here's the thing: you gotta go back on the road. Coming from emotional loss at home, go back on the road, East Coast. Yeah, time difference, but you come back on the road and then come back home against Rutgers, and it's gonna be tight there. But you do beat Washington. I just don't think Washington is gonna be any good next year. They lost half the coaching staff, half of the players to portal, and some players to draft. I just don't think. Kind of second bye week. Second bye week. You're still with the 2 losses. Heading second bye week. Come here second bye week. You can finish win against Nebraska, win against USC. I did Notre Dame prediction video, and you're not beating Notre Dame. You're gonna go what 8-4? 8-4 right now. I'm taking the over. I'm taking the over right now. 8-4. There you have it. Losses to Notre Dame, Penn State, Wisconsin, and Michigan. I mean, I just think. Look, could you lose to LSU? Yes, you could go 7-5 and lose to LSU. Could you lose to Maryland? I think you could. It's possible. You're like, why it's Maryland? Look, you come here for emotional loss to Penn State home. Then you go back on the road and Maryland, and you could lose a game. It's right between the Rutgers and Penn State game. Not saying that's a tough game, but I just don't know. Maryland's a team that, like, they don't traditionally win. Some years they do. They win big wins. But I just don't know if you can get the win against Maryland. Because you got to go, come in for a loss, go back on the road, come back home. Look, Maryland could catch you slacking here and get the win there last year. But the Minnesota game is, I think, could be a loss. Why? It's right between the Penn State and Wisconsin game. You come here for emotional loss at home. You have to go back on the road with Minnesota, like a terrible Minnesota team. But Minnesota, at times, they win these games. And come back home, and I think that's what I'm saying. But I have you winning Minnesota, Maryland. You could lose the other game, but right now wins. I have you beat LSU, Utah State, Minnesota, Maryland, Rutgers, Washington, Nebraska, and your slight losses to Notre Dame, Penn State, Wisconsin, and Michigan. 8-4, similar record last year. Similar record to where you finished last year for Lincoln Riley in his first year in the Big Ten. Like and subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification button up on Info Sec 101. See you next video. Peace.